like saying some shit. Like, fuck your bitches, fuck your whips and your money. That's not what makes you a fucking man. Cause lots of people got whips, bitches, and money, and they're fucking idiots.
Alright, RC, you got your questions?
First, I'm just gonna say start, if you're ready, bro. Are you ready? Just let me know. And then just spit your name to the camera, introduce yourself, and then I'll just ask you like 3-4 questions.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Alright, what's happening? I'm Checkmate the rapper, representing Van City, long-time rapper, artist, entrepreneur, hustler, you know what I'm saying? And overall man about fucking town.
Is there any message you want to say first, just before I go with my own question? Is there anything you want to say?
No, I got a new record coming out in about a month with my man Vago, producer from out here, you know what I'm saying? Big up Las Poetas. Yeah, look out for my record when it comes out, still untitled. It's getting mixed right now.
Well, what inspired you to start making music?
I always used to write when I was a kid. I had like 2 books full of raps before anybody ever like knew that I rapped when I was in school and stuff. So that's what I did. I just wrote mad like raps and poetry. And then one day somebody discovered me, one of the homies, and they were like, yo, you gotta let people hear this. It's like, this is what you got? I'm like, oh shit, homie, I got books of this shit.
How did the creative process of one sec for this bus. Can you tell me how Northern Touch started? Like was everyone in the studio for that? Like, can you tell me, is there a story behind the creative, how that track got created?
Yeah, it is. It's just a pretty simple story. I was a solo artist at the time, and I was fucking with the Rascals. Red had been my boy, Red and Fit. You know, actually all of the Rascals, we've been friends since we were young teens. So they had a record deal, and they were putting out a big record at the time. It was called Cash Crop. I had been on the record before. The original song was Clockwork, featuring DJ Flip Out, big up Flip Out. And the record kind of blew up, and then they had an idea to boost the record, make it go gold. They needed a hot track, so they decided, we're gonna do Northern Touch, and we're gonna throw in some of our homies from the East Coast, being Thrush, Chocolate, and Cardinal, and we're gonna represent the West Coast along with Checkmate. So they just called me up. They were like, yo, come in and throw something down in the studio, little 16 bars. I went, I did that. The cats in Toronto, they recorded their part in Toronto. So I didn't even hear it until, you know, much later. We did our part, and then they put it together with the magic of Pro Tools and all that. Big up DJ Chemo, and that's the history of that song.
Did you have a relationship with people like Cardinal Official and Chocolate?
No.
Before that?
No, I knew them obviously because it's a small hip-hop world underground, and I knew some of their songs and singles. And I had seen Cardi perform with Socrates when they came to Vancouver, so I was well aware of them, and I was kind of like fans of them, but no, I did not know them.
That's pretty dope. Do you think the element of breakdancing has a place in hip-hop today, you know, versus like how big it was in the late 80s, early 90s even?
Yeah, you know what, it's probably not as relevant as it used to be, because it used to be one of the key elements and a big part of the culture, you know, but I'm a fan of b-boys and breakdancing. I wish there was more of it. I understand it kind of blew up to the next level in Europe, for sure. So I've seen some incredible videos of that, but yeah, man, I'm a fan of music and rhythm and artistic expression, and yeah, I think that shit's fly.
Have you ever been to b-boy shows like that?
Not in a long time, no. But b-boy battles and breakdance competitions were commonplace when I was coming up. And a lot of the homies from here, there was a series crew from here called Contents Under Pressure. Big up all the homies in that. And also Dedos and Orange, Zebra from the Rascals. They some sick b-boys. So you know, those are homies, man. It's part of the culture.
What about graffiti? Kind of same question, but like you see that a lot, obviously, around here in Vancouver, especially in lots of other areas. But have you been inspired by that element?
Most definitely, man. Like, I'm an artist too, in terms of like drawing and, you know, all that, and I admire that art form a great deal. It's a challenge for them, you know, because when you make music, you're making millions of dollars, you know, and you could be a professional, but being a professional artist like painter, it's hard, you know. So hey man, what can I say? I dig it too. I dig that wild style. I dig graffiti. It's dope. I appreciate it.
I really like that. So one of the last things I'm gonna ask you here is, over your time in the music industry, like, you've probably shared your creative process with a lot of different artists, like the Northern Touch artists. Do you think you've worked with over 100?
Yeah, I mean, not 100 known artists.
you know that many though,
yeah.
For sure.
Oh, hell yeah, bro. I mean, like, I've been around for like 20 years, bro. It was just the 20th anniversary of Northern Touch,
right?
You know? Which was pretty much
at the Junos.
Yeah, that was the beginning. Yeah, we did the Junos and everything. We did a couple shows, Q for CBC in Toronto,
cool.
Calgary Stampede. So we did some shows. Big up all the Northern Touch alumni. Y'all done know. Yeah, man, 20 years is a long time. I opened up for pretty much everybody and performed at damn near every venue in Canada, as well as in the States. So I know a lot of people, man. I'm not gonna name drop now, but it's been a career, you know.
The reason why I asked you is the documentary is called 100 More. Basically, that means there's more than 100 talented artists within it. So I was just asking you to tie in that you probably know over 100 talented artists yourself.
Easily, man. Like, easily. Like, in 20 years, I met a lot of people, you know. Some is hot, some ain't. Some was hot, some ain't. You know what I mean? They still stand-up people. Some was fucking dicks. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that shit. You know what I mean? But, yeah, a lot of talented people. And, you know, artists are different, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes they're not what you expect. But thanks for that, bro. Yeah, artists are different. You know, sometimes they're not what you expect, but you gotta appreciate the process, right? They are who they are, and you know, I'm always interested to know, you know, what they deliver in terms of art.
Cool, man. Any last words?
Actually, I was just gonna add something quick. It might be a little off the top, man. One of the first like Vancouver records that I heard, you know, when I was like a teenager was actually you and Concise is These Days and Times.
Yeah.
Good sample. I was a fan of the Merle Saunders sample and whatnot. But I noticed in the video, I'm a huge location guy. You guys, I think it was you or Concise walking down the street doing one of the raps. Was that on Commercial Drive or was that on Main Street?
It's actually a couple blocks down on Hastings.
Oh, okay, cool, cool.
It's like Hastings and Princess.
I got you. Okay, cool, cool. I was looking at it, and I know it was maybe early to mid 2000s, so I'm like, where is that? I know it's somewhere around here. I've maybe walked past it before.
It's just down the block, and it looks exactly the same as
cool,
like
man.
right now, because you know the downtown east side stays the same. So yeah, man.
Exactly.
Good looking out on the sample. Good looking out. Mr. Attic and the Grassroots produced that.
Yeah.
We recorded that in Toronto. We was in Toronto for a show or two for about a weekend. We hooked up with them, recorded it. And my verses in particular, one take in that song.
Nice,
It was
man.
the first take. We was like, shit, we're good.
Yeah. They'd rather count their money instead of their fucking blessings.
Yeah, it was tight. You know, we wrote it in the hotel, went in the studio. We had 8 hours booked out, you know. Back then, studio cost like $500 a day. Like, I mean, you know what? This is the last thing I want to say.
Sure.
This is what I want to say to all young artists out there and musicians, you know, striving, you know, do it for the love, do it for the money too, fuck it, whatever reason you're doing it, just know now it's easier than it's ever been. Now you have desktop publishing and you got Pro Tools on your laptop and you got Logic and you got fucking Machine and you got VST plugins. All you need is a laptop, the sounds are booming. You don't need to rent a studio for $500 a day. I'm saying, you know how much hustling a nigga had to do to pay for a week of studio at $500 a day? They gave you 1 day free. Do the fucking math. You know what I'm saying? You know how much it cost me to shoot one video? Now you could do it on your phone. This would cost a nigga 20 G's. You know what I'm saying? This is the fucking difference. If you can't do it now, and people still think you whack, shit, bruh. You got everything going for you. You know what I'm saying? So, that being said, I love music. Keep it trill.
Love that, man.
That's